Okay, this has been a really scary storm. I am super duper over it. So it's not a shelf cloud.
It's not a big arcing one, but it's shelf cloud.
And that's what we're gonna feel here in a second?
But yeah, it's coming. Say we got maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, the fun never ends. We're hoping that this is our last round of thunderstorms before we transit south to haul the boat out, get a little break from all this action. But yeah, decent look at storm. Got some outflow boundary winds. Nice well-defined shelf cloud, a lot of lightning. So we've taken the usual steps. We've got the electronics unplugged. I'm gonna put an iPad in the oven and we'll just hope for the best. Stain 42.
I gotta stay off the ground. Do you think the lightning's gonna go through this couch?
The lightning is not gonna hit you. You're okay.
Okay, this has been a really scary lightning storm. And I am super duper over it. Okay. I've never seen this much lightning this close for this long. But you're in this situation, there's nothing you can do. So I focused on, hey, I'm dry and I'm warm and I'm inside.
She's holding back on her top tip, how she really got through this. I don't know why she's not spilling the beans about it. I looked down and I saw, okay, it wasn't cat videos, but it was puppy videos.
Okay, I did have to look at this little kid. He crawled up on a little kid couch and like 6 puppies were crawling on it.
It just struck again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lightning with this one. Could you imagine dealing with a puppy in these conditions?
Yes, I can. The puppy and I would be downstairs on the bed, just like Sugar and I used to do, and we'd be watching A Star is Born with Barbra Streisand.
You're doing well.
Yeah. Nice.
My poor aching back.
What happened?
I was grinding up the mainsail as I always do. I felt this pinch in my lower back and my muscles just contracted, just froze up. It's been 3 years since this has happened. And it's always the same exact thing. I get lazy about doing my back exercises and my stretches. So hopefully it's just a few days of convalescence and chilling out. Let the inflammation go down, and then I'm mobile because we gotta pack this boat up. Getting ready to visit Portland, Oregon, so I gotta get my beard on. Hey, look. My hair looks like the guy on my t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Trees. You're not even filming me. Here I am saving the day because your back doesn't work. Solo sailing. Well, you keep trying to work even though your back needs to heal. Okay? And I'm like, no, don't touch anything.
All right, good job. They warned us. They said it'd be hot. My God, it's hot here. And humid.
Brutalovich.
It's Brutalovich around here. That's a dirty boat.
12 days.
How did that happen? 12 days since we've been on land?
That's crazy.
Feels weird.
I know.
What is going on? How did that happen? When was the last time we were on land?
I think it was when we got water in Solomon's.
Wow.
And does that even count? Thank goodness for the breeze. When provisions get a little low on clarity and we have to use as much food as possible before we put the boat on the hard, I have a couple strategies. One is I fast. Yesterday I fasted until 3 p.m. until I couldn't take it any longer. And then the other one is I'm using all these canned goods to make a vinaigrette bean salad. So I used green beans, chickpeas, hearts of palm, red onion, red wine vinegar, olive oil, cumin, coriander, and salt and pepper. And it is really good.
Woo, this is always the most nerve-wracking part, coming into dock. We are hauling the boat out so we can head back to Portland and not stress about it with hurricane season starting to peak. And our haul out date is actually a couple days from now, but Max, the guy who runs the joint, taking pity on us, said, come on in, hook up to the dock, plug into power, get your air conditioning going. Thank you, Max, we will. It is bloody hot here. This is third season, fourth season. Fourth time we've done this? Anyway, you'd think we get wise and label the pieces so we know where they go. But each time it's a little evolution and we change things anyway, so we'll probably have to experiment just a little bit. But this is your basic foil insulation. I think it is usually in the heating and cooling section of your Home Depot or your Lowe's or your home improvement store. And it's relatively inexpensive. It makes a big difference cutting down on that solar insulation and the heat inside the boat. Is it hot in here?
You've been working hard. Getting that boat put away?
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing?
We're taking down the jib for the Hurricanes.
Now, the boatyard here has a policy, it's a good policy, that you have to take your head sail off the furler. In really strong winds, even if the furler is tied down, the wind can get beneath the sail and unroll it to some extent. And once it's unrolled a little bit, well, on the low end, it'll just make a huge racket. On the high end, it could pull a boat off its stands on the hard. So we're taking down the jib. File this one in prevention, but I'm gonna put our caulk, our sealants, which is worth probably $300 or so. I'm gonna have these stored in a climate controlled space here at the boatyard instead of on board the boat. Because the boat, during the day when it's out of the water, it could easily get into the 100+ range. And these sealants don't like to be hot. That'll make them go bad. And you'll only find out after you've gone to use them. Whoa.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Good thing I'm twinkle toes. So I'm not sure what these seals are made of, some sort of rubber compound. Well, one thing I know for sure is that if you keep them closed in heat for a long time, the seal starts to stick to the frame, and that's not good. So when we're going to put the boat away for a while, in this case a month and a half, 2 months, this is terminal grease, this is silicone grease. Any type of silicone I believe is safe to use on these rubber seals. You don't want to use some petroleum based greases because that could actually just wear away at the seals. So I'm going to go around the boat. I believe we got 12 hatches. I'm going to lube them up. One of the mistakes I made last time we hauled out at Cracker Boy is I didn't grease these immediately coming out of the water, so we had seawater in there, some air, and we got some corrosion. So this is now going to be one of the first things I do from now on, is to lube these hubs.
What you reading?
Comments. They're brightening my day. It's been one heck of a stretch, culminating with a cross-country flight during a pandemic. Good times.
So weird. I actually feel pretty safe.
You feel safe in there?
Yeah, wait. Now I feel better.
Hey, why aren't they taking temperatures here?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Don't stop on the walkway. The people behind us are going to get pissed. There's like a ghost town in here.
I know. They're all at the riots.
I wish people could see behind the scenes our very fancy camera and tripod setup. A trash can, an empty vacuum box, a bucket, and
So that's our tripod this week.
whatever it takes. All right, let's talk about this t-shirt first of all.
Yours is in the mail still, but he's gonna have one of these days. Okay, so a couple of months ago, one of our viewers, I think it was on our Facebook group, he was responding to the Bob Ross t-shirt, and he said that Nick needed to have his face with clouds. And I thought that was the best idea.
This is the result.
So then one of these viewers, a different viewer, who's a graphic designer, she said she would love to make that for us.
So this is not to make money. This is all for fun. This is going to be a limited time opportunity to have yours truly with clouds.
And I think it's going to be a hit. If not a hit, it will definitely be a cult classic. And 30 years from now, kids will be wearing it.
Since we're on the subject of t-shirts, I wanted to bring up the I Love Taco shirts. That's probably the other shirt that I'm wearing in basically every other video that you see. I do love tacos, but the origin of the shirt is really fantastic. This is my brother-in-law's restaurants. Porcano Taquerias in Portland are somewhat famous. I mean, just really fantastic taquerias. And they've got a series of t-shirts. I've got one of the newer ones on. You've got another version. If you'd like an I Love Tacos t-shirt or a hat or something like that, we're going to put a link below to their shop, and you can order one for yourself. Brian says they're sending them all over the world, so it's kind of cool.
And a little backstory with the Porcano is Brian was crew with us on Low Pressure 18 years ago before he came up with the idea for his taqueria.
Yeah.
So we were cruising around in Mexico, and he thought, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to start a taqueria.
Good thing you did.
Yeah, you got to have a Porcano t-shirt.
Yeah, for sure. That's it for this week. We are coming to you from the Surf Shack. We're down at Cannon Beach getting some time off of the boat. There's going to be more sailing related content coming your way in the next few weeks. We are maybe heading up to go check out a couple trimarans and a couple fancy new catamarans, and we'll have some boat reviews for you, and also an updated tour of Clarity.
Yeah, we've done a lot since we did our boat tour over a year ago.
So join us for that. As always, a tremendous thank you to the patrons.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we are getting a new drone thanks to you this month.
Yeah, we are putting together some camera equipment orders, and I got to tell you, having that financial support is extra appreciated right now.
Thank you.
But absolutely fantastic to hear from all of you out there in the internet world. We love responding to your comments and your questions via email. You can contact us through sailclarity.com on our private Facebook group. And it's almost tradition, we have to remind folks that we have a podcast.
And we just recorded it from the hammock, so.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit more behind the scenes, maybe more than you actually want to hear, but you get to hear more about our life off camera, so that's kind of cool too.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next week.
See ya.